Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel, my cutie patootie. Welcome to your fellow fire sign, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. And yes, guess who's back from Tennessee, Nashville, from Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreat. It was absolutely amazing. So dear Sagittarius, today I'm going to be doing your reading from September 29th to October 5th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you and pull one important message. I know that you know that I know that you know. You're asking, so what happened with the neighbor? We want to have some updates with the neighbor. So the truth of the matter, dear Sagittarius, is this is what I'm going to say. I am leaving the neighbor alone because he seems to have a girlfriend, first of all. Second of all, I was literally like joking and kidding. I am desperate for nobody. I'm good. And third of all, I am a home wrecker. I am a home wrecker. And you know, here's the thing. You just let things to unfold naturally and happen. I mean, for someone to have a girlfriend is not an excuse for them not to, still hold on to some nice ace of wands, right? And after all, Sagittarius, nowadays men, they're not fighting demons. They're struggling with their bisexuality. No lies told. Anyways, and nothing wrong with it. Everyone is having their own struggle. Everyone is going through some. So it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Just everyone has their own timing. So I know you're gonna hear the craziest shit out of my mouth. Oh, because I'm a Leo and I restored your faith in Leos. But I always keep it nice and demure and kind. But I got no filters. Sprinkle. So Sagittarius, your challenge is the Justice. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Okay, so some of you are dealing with the Libra right off the bat. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like that a lot of you are also dealing with a Scorpio, another fire sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Now, your challenge here has to do a lot with some sort of a decision to basically bring things into balance, okay? The Justice here talks about equality, and I feel like fairness also is something that maybe you might have dealt with someone or a situation where things were not fair towards you, and you're really wanting to seek justice. Not from a vengeful way or like trying to seek revenge. I think that you are just really ultimately looking forward to, creating this sense of balance and equality and peace and clarity with this person. Okay, and we're gonna clarify in a minute. Now, in the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Death card. So in the recent past, I do feel like here that many of you were in a very loving, committed relationship with someone. Possibly you had children with this person with the Ten of Cups, as you can see. Family dynamics seem to be very strong, but something here ended between you and this person with the Death card, and that's something that I'm going to find out and clarify in a minute. Now, in the present moment, you have the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Cups. I'm going to send you a big hug, honestly. I've just been really tapping into your energy, Sagittarius. I feel like you're someone that you're going through some major transformations within you. I feel like that in the present moment, there is some sort of a pain in your heart that you're really overcoming, okay? A lot of you are really just doing the inner work within you with the Four of Cups and the Three of Swords. You are not really just going out there being crazy. I think there is something that's taking place in your heart, and that's a lot of healing. And this has to do a lot with the soul connection that you have with specifically someone, okay, or soulmate, a lover that you feel very much drawn to. We're gonna talk about this shortly, all right? Very strong sense of partnership. Now, in the near future, you have the Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is an opportunity that's going to be presented for you to actually work something out. And this has to do a lot with overcoming trust issues and really just bringing things to the surface. And I'm seeing here a very collaborative energy. I see here somebody really wanting to work things out with you, taking this connection to the next level, and there is a strong sense of partnership. Now, you might still be a little bit closed off with the Four of Pentacles energy. You may say, I don't really know if I should trust this person. I don't know if I really want to move forward with them. Queen of Wands, that's your energy here, and you have the Empress, okay? A lot of you, what you truly want, regardless of your gender, like man or female, I just feel like that a lot of you are wanting to be treated like properly in a way that you're like you're a husband or you're a wife. Like you're a girlfriend and you're a boyfriend. Like you want that strong sense of Empress energy to be taken care of, to be nurtured. You're someone that you really are a great caretaker. And I've seen, honestly, like in my life, I've had many Sagittariuses. My brother is a Sagittarius, best friend is a Sagittarius, my first ex was a Sagittarius, some sassy shit. And I think Sagittariuses are great at like taking care of people, and one of your biggest love languages is gifts. I think honestly for me the best like gifts that I've received has been from Sagittariuses, because you guys know how to like gift someone, okay? And nonetheless, like that's how you want that reciprocation for you, okay? So let's find out and see what's going on for you. This is thick. I like it. This is thin. I like it thick. It's a little bit paper thin, but I got it. I like it thick when you can like really like grab it and, shuffle it. So let's clarify the justice here for you, dear Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, you have the Two of Cups here showing up at the bottom of the deck again, and your justice is clarified by the Devil, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay, so like I said, the reason why you're wanting to really, first of all, bring clarity, harmony, and healing into this connection is because with the Devil here, something is just toxic. Something's not healthy. Something is very unsettling for you. And you don't want to operate in a dynamic, even if you were to continue your relationship with this person, where, someone here hasn't done the work within themselves, where someone here hasn't actually healed things within themselves. And there is the Knight of Swords here. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, somebody that seems to be coming in and out of your life. And there is a lot of questions that you have about this person. You do carry a lot of compassion with this individual, for this person with the King of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You really do care for them, but something here is unhealthy. Maybe this person either has other affairs, or maybe this person is very uncertain. There could be differences between you and this individual. Something here is just very unsettling. And when you look at the chains that these people are like tied up to one another, and there is the Justice, right, holding the sword in their hand, it means that you want to break the chains. You want this person to be set free. Whatever it is that, whatever behaviors or whatever things they have been doing onto that's just not very healthy, you want to make sure that this person is healthy and available and able to actually operate, okay, from a place of like love, from a place of health, from a healthy place. Now, in the recent past, Sagittarius, 10 of Cups is clarified by the Temperance. That is you, Sagittarius, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, so a lot of you, I feel like that there was a strong sense of family dynamic. Like I said, many of you were very much emotionally invested into this connection. But the Queen of Cups, what I'm getting here from this combination is she's, first of all, the only one that has the lead on top of the cup, right? When you look at this closely, I see here someone emotionally being very much closed off to you, emotionally detached, just there is this lack of compassion, this lack of communication towards you. With the Chariot here, I feel like that many of you were wanting to move forward with this person, take this relationship and this connection to next level. And for whatever reason, someone here maybe had their eyes out there, maybe someone here wanted to move. I'm getting here body of water. You might have met this person by the body of water right? There is boats in the background. Maybe you and this person actually also lived by the body of water. Something about water is very significant. Now, let's talk about the Three of Wands in the recent past. It is clarified by the Two of Wands. Yeah, a lot of travel stuff going on, long distance relationship possibly, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. So for many of you, I do strongly feel like here that there was a lot of investment going on both sides, okay? You were invested, this person was invested, and there was a sense of happiness. There was a sense of fulfillment. This relationship seemed to be very fulfilling for you with the Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. But also something here just did not work out. And what did not work out for you and this person was the obstacle of the long distance. Or for many of you, even if it wasn't long distance, like the vision that you and this person had towards one another, like long-term vision. What is the end goal of this relationship and where are we moving to? Now, let's clarify the Death card here for you in the recent past. Dear Sagittarius, fellow fire sign, look, you know this so good. So the Death card here is clarified by the Ten of Swords. What did I say? Cards ain't gonna lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The Fool and the Magician. Yeah. So the situation here that ended between you and this person was obviously very painful. Okay. Ten of Swords here. Something here was very agonizing. You know, I think you just went through a lot of purging, a lot of pain. You know, you felt a lot. You felt very deeply. Maybe some of you felt also, you know, like there is a sense of betrayal that happened between you and them. However, because of your Sagittarius optimist, positive nature and your ability to remain positive in situations that even many people will look at it as like, oh my gosh, you lost your job. You'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna find a better one. I'm gonna create a job actually, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, you know, and you're ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is like is the biggest planet. It's expanding. It's about optimism, luck, right? Wealth and abundance. And so, you know, there is something that really took place in your life after this separation that allowed you to have a brand new beginning, to manifest something, even to manifest some sort of a new experience for you, okay? And you started embarking into a new journey. Now, in the present moment, I think that even though you are at a place in your life where you seem to be quite stable, there is something here that seems to be resurfacing from the past with the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. And maybe it's just this feeling of rejection that somebody here rejected you in the past and it made you feel like, what's the word for that? Like inadequate or incomplete. Tower just jumped out, Scorpio energy, okay? So could have dealt with the Scorpio here or someone who is Scorpio in their birth chart. Now, Tower, Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So in the present moment, I do strongly feel like here that the stagnation, the lack of communication, the lack of movement that's been going on between you and this person is making you feel a little bit stuck, and that's what you are trying to free yourself from. You are trying to really unstuck yourself and free yourself from a situation, from the chaos that actually happened there. You know, I feel like that in many aspects of your life, dear Sagittarius, you might have moved on, you might have achieved different things in your life, but when it came to this ending, when the Tower moment happened, when that ending actually took place for you and your person, you know, there is a little bit of a residue, maybe a lot of residue of just deep pain and agony that you have been experiencing, and you're wanting to, you know, free yourself. You wanting to really set yourself free, and maybe you might have met other people, but you just didn't feel like, you know, moving forward with a lot of them because just, you know, I mean, dating can be interesting nowadays, right? But we don't want to subscribe to that limiting belief. Now, in the present moment, you have the Three of Swords is clarified by the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the Moon. The Two of Cups here is also twice. So Sagittarius, in the present moment, I feel like that a lot of you are also healing your heart from the fact that maybe you didn't have commitment in the past, and when you didn't have commitment in the past, it made you feel as if something's wrong with you, as if you're being misunderstood, maybe they don't want to be with you. Like whatever happened between you and someone else in the past, it really affected your self-worth and you just feeling worthy. And you are definitely at a point where you don't want to feel like that anymore, okay? A lot of you are also remembering, this is very deep, this is going to be very deep, hold on. This is very deep. From your past childhood, from your previous experiences, for whatever reason, maybe it was a parental thing, other relationships, whatever, you felt rejected and neglected. I feel like that it's resurfacing in your subconscious mind now with the moon. The moon here talks about your subconscious mind. Things are resurfacing and you're realizing that, there is a lot of pain, there is a lot of memories that have been coming up after this breakup, with this breakup. How am I feeling about myself, And, you're a very strong sign. You're meant to go to places, Sagittarius. You are very much connected to the divine, half horse, half human, like that's a very mystical creature, right? The centaur. And that means that you're very mysterious. You're very mystical. You're also meant to explore the meaning of life. You're meant to go to different places, and even through breakups and separations, you still are able to really uncover and to understand what is this experience teaching me and how can I share my knowledge, because you're the sign of the knowledge, to other people around me who might be going through a similar experience. Philosopher of life, So Two of Cups here, let's clarify the Two of Cups for you. And it is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And this is the reason why there is a lot of happiness towards your way. I think there is something about your abundance, okay? There is an abundance cycle chapter that's gonna start off in your life, and this has to do a lot with you forgiving certain people from your past, forgiving this person from the past, and just really detaching, you know what I mean? A lot of you, I feel like your financial situation is going to change. We know this is a love reading, but I'm also going to mention something about career and money. Like, you are about to own a business, a mega business. Some of you are going to buy a house with the Queen of Pentacles. This is about stability, and the universe is rewarding you, because even though you might have had a hard, difficult childhood, and you might have gone through multiple phases in life when you ran away from your home, when you did this, you did that, like it's like you search for it, right? You never stopped. You search for it, and it's like you are finally finding the truth, and that truth has always been there, and that has been within your heart, within your mind, your soul, and that is something that you've been able to find through your connection with the divine, through your connection and your prayer to God, whoever you believe in, right? And this is ultimately leading you to have this strong sense of soul connection with this person, and it's gonna also really, you're gonna be the example for this person. They're going to find out more about you. This is someone that's going to find out a lot about your change and the transformation that you have been actually going through. And this is going to really bring a lot of happiness. You are basically becoming the change that you would want to see around you. And you and this person could come from two different cultures, backgrounds, could be age differences. I'm also getting here strong spiritual awakening, okay, for you specifically, Sagittarius. Strong spiritual awakening. You see, there is a snake that's actually coming up. It's interesting because it just came to my mind. I was literally talking to my best friend who is a Sagittarius, and she was talking about the snake, which is about a Kundalini awakening. Very interesting. Wow. I'm not going to go into the details. It's very personal for her, but yeah, a lot of transformation and change is happening. It's like once you go through a major and a deep spiritual awakening and transformation, you just realize a lot of the beliefs that you have had were literally an illusion. 1818 on the timer. So it's major shifts that are leading you to this person. So what's being said right in the present moment, Sagittarius, I know I talked about different things because I'm very tapped into, and this is going to resonate with different groups of Sagittarius out there. I feel like that what's happening right now is you are basically balancing yourself. You're bringing yourself into this position where your higher self would be. And that's where higher self wants you to be, okay? In a place of, total calmness, total stability, you know what I mean, with the Queen of Pentacles. And knowing that, you don't have to worry about love. You don't have to worry how it's going to find you, how this relationship is going to solve it on its own. It is going to. I think it's an internal energetic shift that you are making within yourself that's going to make it happen. Now, Page of Wands in the near future is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Death card, and the Queen and the King of Swords. So I strongly feel like here that in the near future, there is, the walls are collapsing down. Okay, the walls. Seven of Wands, the Death card. Whatever has been really, it's like some sort of a fence. You're going to go on the other side of the fence, and your person is going to be on the other side of the fence, okay? I feel like both of you are going to be having face-to-face conversations with each other with the King of Swords, and this is going to bring a lot of clarity. Also, there is a lot of issues that you have had with this person when it comes to like trust issues, you know, with the Seven of Swords, and yeah, he's literally sitting over there, but you know, we'll let him go, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So hold on. Seven of Swords. Trust issues, I know that. You know, it's about you really solidifying something with this person through communication. Five of Wands, Ten of Cups. You both want to make sure that you and them, they don't have third parties, you don't have third parties, okay? So a lot of you are wanting to form family with this person. You do see yourself actually being with this individual, being, you know, in this harmonious, loving relationship. And there is something about you and this person really recognizing the fact that, you know, all of these conflicts and all of these issues that we have had so far, we cannot bring it to the next level. We cannot talk to each other the same way. We can think the same thoughts about each other. We need to really forgive. We need to really elevate, okay? Move towards a new frequency here, because I feel like that in the past, there was a lot of misunderstandings going on between you and this person with the Five of Wands, cultural differences, you know, certain beliefs, political, religious, whatever it might have been, just really affected you and them. And in the near future, there is a strong sense of collaboration and cooperation that's going to happen between you and this person, Sagittarius. So I'm going to clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, Five of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You already know that. So I see here you and this person getting over this past situation, finding healing in the midst of this separation, right? Being able to really look at the situation from a perspective of how is this situation really propelling us forward? And you know, for some of you, you're going to become a coach. You're going to become that's what I'm really strongly getting here. You're going to become either a relationship coach, therapy coach, or there is something that you're going to be doing or creating, Sagittarius. That is, or maybe write a book, write a song that's going to tell people your story and help them heal. This is a channel message that I literally got for you, for some of you. So there is a lot of stability with the King of Pentacles, financial abundance that's going to be poured into your life through this collaboration, cooperation with this person. And it's coming through clear communication, because both of you truly know what you truly want, okay? So Sagittarius, let's talk about the advice. Let's see what is the advice here for you. So you have the High Priestess here, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so very strong spiritual connection, very strong stable connection. Okay, very strong. A very stable connection here. I strongly feel like here for many of you, this is about you looking at the challenges with the Seven of Wands, because it's the card of challenges, obstacles, boundaries, situations, right? Looking at them as an opportunity for how is this propelling you forward, excuse me, to bring justice, right? That's why this is the challenge here. Instead of pointing fingers at each other and blaming at each other, this is about really looking at whatever is unhealthy, whatever is toxic, whatever is gotta go, gotta go. And this is going to allow you and this person to really come into this place of stability and heal one another, okay? And forgive one another and let go of the narratives from the past, because there is something about very spiritual that this relationship has been really teaching you and showing you. Remember that we're also dealing with people and their inner child, right? So a lot of times things come up, things resurface, and you know, a person behaves a certain way that has to do a lot with how they were brought up and the certain dynamics that they were exposed to, their family dynamics, their first relationships. So this is something very significant. And you gotta remember, Sagittarius, you know, everything happens for a specific reason. And, you know, when you get to the point when you realize that everything is working out peacefully for you and this person, there could be even an apology for some of you. It's actually, you wouldn't change a damn thing, because if it didn't happen, you wouldn't be where you are today. All right. So Sagittarius, very interesting reading. Let's get the final message here for you, Sagittarius. And you have the material and spiritual prosperity. Wow. Material and spiritual prosperity. Love that. This is about you really realizing that, you know, forgiveness is something that has to do a lot with yourself first. gotta forgive yourself. A lot of you have had a hard time of forgiving yourself, and you've been really hard on yourself. And when you remove that blockage, you start telling the universe, like, I'm free, I'm liberated, I forgive myself, I forgive everyone and everything around me, and I'm ready for prosperity, because those two are very much tied up together. Your prosperity, your energy, the way that the frequency you're on, the frequency you're going to be emitting is going to be very prominent for your future success. And also, I want to say that this is what I had for you. First of all, thank you so much. Hope this resonated. And me coming back from the Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, this was my third time. And I just really felt these massive changes, this massive deep things that really were taking place in my life. Certain emotions came up, certain things, but it's all about the becoming, it's all about the progress. And most importantly, it is very important for us to really remember that we have come a long way. We have come, you got to celebrate yourself for the way that you have been able to handle yourself, Sagittarius. And I just realized, I've come a long way. I'm not the same person I was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, right? We're constantly evolving and growing. And so I also felt this immense deep love and connection with the divine. I mean, we did literally 35 hours of meditation and breath work. And it's becoming very profound for me, and I'm going just deeper and deeper and really realizing that I'm on the right path. And I know that, I'm sharing this for you because you're someone that you have been really searching for your path, what is the meaning of life and everything. I felt this intense connection with the divine, with God, force, source, whatever you want to call. It's like there was this feeling of oneness. There was this feeling of unitedness, that no one is separate from you. Nothing is separate from you and outside of you. As long as you have the breath within you, you have this energy within you, you have this, moving force, right, within you. It's allowing you to really move forward in life and to create, because you're a creator, So allow this divine force within you to really unfold the best version outside of you. Don't let the matrix, don't let the world, the 3D reality to dominate you and tell you who you are or who you are meant to be or who you're not meant to be. I know that you are, of course, a Sagittarius, you do what you want, but don't let the past relationships and situations to hold you back. You're meant for something even more and bigger. So, dearest Sagittarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.